In March, it was Katie Walsh. In May, it was Mike Dubke. In July, the press secretary, Sean Spicer, on the 21st. On the 25th, it was Michael Short. On the 28th, it was Reince Priebus. On the 31st, that's today, it's Anthony Scaramucci. Clean slating. Brett Baer, host of Special Report, is with us from Capitol Hill. I know they want to get some order in there, and I know this is an attempt at that, Brett.
Yeah, Shep, I mean, I left the Bureau for 1 hour. 1 hour, that's all I was asking. But you can't get out of here. You don't know what's going to happen. This is quite something to see Anthony Scaramucci really not even get to his job. He was officially slated to start at the White House August 15th. So this is kind of not starting before you're starting. And now we will see what Sarah Huckabee Sanders says about all this. Obviously, it is an example of General Kelly exerting some power and being empowered by the President of the United States to make some changes in the way the White House operates. That, for the people on the outside who looked at the White House and said this is desperately what was needed, is a good thing. Now, we'll see if that continues. President Trump obviously makes all the calls about how General Kelly is operating.
Has he said anything that's worked its way around to reporters, Brett, about this flow in and out of the Oval Office and whether that's going to be changed?
Not officially yet, and I think we might hear some more, maybe, from Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Word was that everyone was saying, we agree, and we're going to go through or advise with General Kelly on the in and out of the Oval Office. That's the key. If you have people walking in and out, if the president is kind of pulled off of what he's working on day to day, you talk to the best chiefs of staff, and they will tell you that is the management of the White House. Who can get in to see the president, how many times somebody talks to him, who's talking to him, and keeping him focused on the issues of the day. And this president obviously operates differently than others, and General Kelly, I think, is in there to establish some order.
You know, really quickly, Brett, in a world without last week's colorful language, this would probably be different. And I'm wondering what the inside scoop is, what they're saying around Washington about those words Scaramucci used, and if we know any idea how the president felt about it.
Privately, there are a number of officials who said that he kind of liked the aggressive pushback. I'm not sure of the specific language he signed off on, but it was an eye-opener in Washington, and obviously the talk of the town last week. And then you had the switch out of Reince Priebus, and that seemed to suggest that Anthony Scaramucci was on the inside track and possibly close to the president. But this is an indication that General Kelly has some power now. I think the real question going forward is how this messaging of this White House is going to work. Because the president, obviously in 140 characters or less, dominates the news coverage starting early in the morning. I think the question will be, will policy be coming out in those tweets like the no transgender in the U.S. military? That went out in a tweet, but it has yet to be policy. So far, the Pentagon has not moved forward, for all we can tell, on anything relating to transgenders in the U.S. military.